Manus flat on the canvas. We are ready to rock and roll. Second round of action. There is a cut on Manus.
Yeah. Jesus.
Martial arts chat.
My man B-Hop got dropped out the ring last night. I need a little judo baby. I need me a little judo baby, and let's do it, Rhonda. Let's give me
You see what filming this? You've got a face for radio.
I've got a face for radio.
That's nice.
Martial arts chat.
Martial arts chat.
Martial Arts Chat podcast is sponsored by A1 Fight Gear. A1 Fight Gear uses the latest cutting-edge boxing gloves for professional and amateur fighters, gym enthusiasts and kickboxers. Local and national gyms in the UK, do yourself a favour and check out a1fightgear.com. And if you're wanting to get into shape, get back into shape, then go to beastgear.co.uk. Use the coupon code MartialArtsChat to save 15% off your purchases. They've got core sliders, straps and barbell pads and complete strength and conditioning programs to suit your needs. We are also sponsored by Feel Supreme. FeelSupreme.co.uk offers CBD oil and natural nutrition. They will assist your progress in diet and lifestyle. Natural supplements and complementary services such as yoga, mind coaching and weight cutting programs. Finally, we are also sponsored by World of Martial Arts Television. WOMA.tv produces, finds, acquires, commissions and presents all you ever wanted to know about martial arts. Hello, my name's Chris Allen and this is the Martial Arts Chat podcast. Today we have a returning guest. He's always a pleasure to be on the show. He's one of the UK's top prospects at the moment. He's on an 18 fight win streak. It's one only, the Fabian Assassin Edwards. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
No, really good, mate. Good. And I know it's nice and early now, so apologies for getting you on so early, but you got a cup of tea to hand, yeah?
Yeah, I got a cup of tea. Watching some fights, so it's all good over here.
What are you watching?
I'm watching Israel versus Brad Tavares.
Oh, okay. What are you watching that on?
It's on UFC Fight Pass on the telly.
Man, I can't get it on my telly yet. And what do you use it through to get it on the TV?
I use the Chromecast, you know. You plug it into the back of the telly and you can stream it off your phone to the telly.
That's so much easier. Because Xbox, right, have UFC Fight Pass as an app on there, but PlayStation don't, and it's really annoying.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, man, so that's such.
No, you should invest in one. It's good.
That's it, man. That's it. Good. So you watched? You've been watching any Shipman's fights? Obviously coming up.
Yeah, I've watched it. I've been watching it throughout camp, but in the last week I don't really tend to watch it because it doesn't really matter no more. Everything's been played out for the last nine weeks. You know, it's been run, all the game plans, all the moves, everything's been played out. So I don't really tend to watch in the last week, you know.
That's it. And for people who don't really know about it all, this is a little bit of a grudge match, isn't it, with you and Shipman? What's the people who don't know? What's the backstory on that?
The backstory is just he defeated my teammate within the same promotion. Our name was mentioned in the same sentence that I should get the next title shot. You know, so I started calling him out to get that title fight, and he kept quiet. He never said a word. Did not say a word to me. Soon as he left the promotion, I went with Bellator. He got brave because he thought, oh, I'm still in Bama, so he got brave. Messaged me saying, let's have a scrap in the gym. You know what I mean? I just find it funny. I find it funny because when he was in the same promotion as me, I could have made a fight happen. He didn't want to say anything. Then when I moved to Bellator, kept quiet again. Never said anything to me. So I just think, for me, on my part, is after he offered to fight me in the gym, that's when I took it personal.
Yeah, man. There's no need for that.
Yeah, it's what it is. Like, I just find it funny because it's two professional fighters in the same promotion. Why do we need to fight outside of the cage if we can do it, get paid, and I can make my career move forward? That's just where I see it.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You do your talking in the cage.
You know what I mean? But obviously, some people like it's just, for me personally, I just see through. He's acting. You know what I mean? Because if I was to go up there, I would have punched a hole in his face. But I don't need to do outside the cage. I don't need to put myself. I don't need to lower myself like that. You know.
That's it. Did you? I'm not trying to wind you up now, okay? But he had an interview. He had an interview with the Evening Standard, yeah. And I'll quote one thing he said. And he says, "When I signed for Bellator, he said I was running from him. When he got signed over for Bellator, that's when I started looking like we're on a collision course. He's been running for a couple of years now, and I finally get to do something about it." So he's basically saying that. Every time you talk to him, you don't do it in person. You do it over social media. What's your response to that?
My response is, I was in London on my own, waiting to weigh in. I seen him walk around. He tried to walk past. I was the one that called him. I was the one that saying, "When are we gonna fight?" You know what I mean? When are we gonna fight? I was the one that approached him. So he can say what he wants to say. But at the end of the day, I've never said that I'm going to smash him outside the cage. If I said that, I would have done it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. If I said I'm going to smash him outside the cage, I would have smashed him outside of the cage. You know what I mean? But I've never said that. So I never... What I say, I do. You know what I mean? What I say, I do. And I've always maintained that. I'm not one of these fighters that will say something, and then when I see you, don't say anything to you and just look the other way. That is not me. So... He's pretending he's a posh lad trying to act hard, and I see through all of that. I see through all this tough guy image. He can say this and he can say that, and let's fight in gyms, and that to me sounds like a scared man. He doesn't want to get embarrassed on live TV, but next Saturday that will happen.
Well, yeah, he's saying his headline was, "He'll regret ever calling me out and I'm going to break him." Well, personally, between you and me, Fabian, I've known you for a while, and I like to stay quite neutral in this, and I've never seen anyone even put you in that much trouble, to be honest. So
yeah, that's the thing. I think with his, I heard him speak, and his attitude is just the same as Chadwick. It's the same as a lot of fighters that fight me. Their attitude is, I'm the bigger, stronger person. I'm going to bully Fabian. I'm going to throw him around, and I'm just going to make him wish he wasn't in there. And Chadwick was the same. I'm going to bully him. I'm the stronger man. Chadwick was so worried. He even missed weight. You know what I mean? He came in overweight, and the strength factor didn't play a part in there. He was not stronger than me, and he was not fitter than me. And we went to the third round, and I was the fitter man. So his game plan is the same thing. And when that's the game plan, being the stronger, fitter man, and he realized, oh, this guy is actually strong and fit, that's when things start falling apart for you.
yeah, do you think that's what happened to him in his last fight, Shipman's fight? He came across that Van Steenis. He's obviously a very, you know what I mean, fit, tough young guy. You know, do you reckon? Did you watch his last fight, and what did you think of it?
I watched his last fight. I just think he does what he always do. He relaxes in the clinch. And I think it was just, I don't think the shot that caught him was necessarily a big shot. It was only a short elbow. But I think when you're relaxed and you're not expecting something, it tends to hurt you more than it should. So I think he was just in the clinch, relaxed, and then got caught with a very short elbow. And yeah, I haven't really took much from that fight, to be honest.
Because he was quite similar to yourself before that, you know. He hasn't lost you haven't lost at all, obviously. You know, he's lost a couple now, and but he was on like 6 years, you know, win streak sort of thing, and now he's obviously hit a roadblock, but he's quite happy to take on someone like yourself who's on an 18 win streak. Do you think that's a sensible idea?
I think in his head and his team's head, they think they think it is, because I think they're looking at it as, oh, you know what? Okay, we lost against this guy, but we beat Fabian. We are back on top. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a risky one. You know what I mean? But I think it's a risk that he's thinking, you know what? It's a risk that's gonna pay off. But after next week, I don't know where he's gonna be. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to go on a 4-fight winning streak to build himself back up, and I'm gonna be moving towards that title.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. The way you're going at the moment, you know, you're winning all your fights. He said, and also in big organisations. You started your professional career in Bellator, you know, and then Bama, and then back to Bellator. So you haven't done any of this stuff on regional circuits, you know, which people need to remember. You've done this against top opposition. You know, you haven't paid your record at all.
That's the thing. I've always thought, and I've always thought, like, since my pro debut. I made my pro debut Bellator, stole the show with a flying knee. So I've always fought in front of a big crowd. You know what I mean? Since my professional debut, I've always fought on some of my fights been on telly. I've always fought at these arenas. So yeah, it's so this is nothing new to me. Everyone's trying to put pressure on me and say, "Oh, this is massive." But honestly, to me, this is just another fight at the Wembley. I've already fought there twice. You know what I mean? It's this is nothing to me.
No, exactly. The last fight was at Wembley, wasn't it?
Yeah, the last one was at Wembley.
Yeah, that was a big card as well. That was as well. And so Ship, I know you don't want to give him the pleasure of saying this, okay? But is Shipman, would you say, one of your toughest tests to date coming up? You know, with the record he's built and things like that.
Nah, I don't think I've had. I don't think so. 'Cause like I say to everyone, I look at I look at people's movements and feints and being slick. I look at those stuff and I think, okay, then this is gonna be a tough fight. I've not had that. You know what I mean? Everyone they've been straightforward, big guys. The one that just like use the power. They've had a few knockouts throughout their career and they just think power is what you need to beat me. You know what I mean? And at middleweight, everyone got power. It's about landing it. If you can't land the power shot, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like Chadwick couldn't get a hand on me because the movement and the range was too much for him. So him being a big, strong, powerful guy didn't really matter. And it's the same with Shipman. In my eyes, I just see it as another fight. I don't really see it as my toughest fight to date, to be honest. It's my biggest fight to date because it's a grudge match.
Yeah.
But it's not the toughest fight to date.
And do you really feel that this is going to be one of those fights as well? Because just looking at the guy's record, obviously, and he's quite a big name, do you reckon a fight against him is actually going to springboard you quite nicely up that ladder as well?
Yeah, I think after I dispatch him next week, I'll be moving towards getting the next big fight. You know, because I've always said it. I want these guys with big records. I want guys who Bellator look at and think, oh, this guy is good or whatever. And that's the guy that I want. Those are the sort of guys that's going to get me towards my title shot quicker.
Yeah. And obviously the opportunities are great in the UK and Europe at the moment with Bellator investing so much time in Europe. You know, it's fantastic. I've spoken to quite a few of your teammates as well, and it looks like Team Renegade are taking over Europe, man.
Yeah, we got, like I said, we got guys everywhere. UFC, Cage Warriors, Bellator, and all the promotion that we are in, we're doing very well. You know, we're not just in there taking part. We are doing great in those organizations. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing. I look forward to ending the year and then looking forward and then seeing what 2020 brings for us.
Yeah, man. As I said, you've got Akon's fighting. You know, you've got oh God, I forgot his name now. He's
Aiden as well.
Aiden's fighting as well. And so you've got a few of you in there, and you know, it's going to be a bit of a renegade night, I think, just like we had in Birmingham when you fought Neto, and then obviously last fight Basuku, and it's great. And as you said, you're very right in saying all of you are doing you're at the top of your game. You've got Jai, who's the champion at Cage Warriors, you know, defended recently. Leon's sniffing as well at title shots and things like that. If Tyron Woodley starts running away. You know, I saw you. You mentioned something about that not long ago. You think Tyron's too busy rapping and stuff to actually want to fight your brother?
Yeah, he's too busy pursuing a rap career, you know. So let's just leave the fighting to the real fighters, you know. So I've said it. If someone was to take your belt, you'd be trying your very best to get that back. You wouldn't just be sitting on the sideline, you know. So that says it all. That says it all to me.
It's just great to see. For us from the UK, mate, it's lovely to see that. So a gym like yourselves from a small little area, you know, in Birmingham sort of way, can produce so much. You know, it's literally like you are. I would say the biggest gym in the UK at the moment. You know, with the best fighters.
I definitely feel that way. I was saying the other day. I feel like from what we've built just in Birmingham alone, you know, we got top fighters all across the board. So it's good. I was saying the other day, it's good for the up and coming generation to
Yeah, man. Look at Mo Zubair, your Ami guy, man. He's just had such great people around him, like yourself and everyone, and how well he's doing is just unbelievable at the moment.
Yeah, that's the thing for the amateur guys coming up. They can look at you and think, you know what, you've got so many successful people, so something's obviously going right. You know what I mean? And they can see the blueprint. Everyone got different training methods as well. So there's loads of different paths to follow. And there's so many specialists in different areas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not just a gym that's only good at striking. You got top jiu-jitsu guys, wrestling, everything.
Yeah, man. I was talking to, I think it was Tim Wild I was talking to, and he said he comes down to you guys for a bit of wrestling and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Tim come down on the Monday and do some cage work with us. He's fighting on card as well.
Yeah, man, that Charlie Leary fight, that's going to be some fight, that is, man.
Yeah, I think they're good one.
That is going to be a good one, mate. I just hope everything goes to plan for you all. So you were so this is your 4th fight of the year, yeah? And I know you like to stay active. Bellator are very good. Obviously, you asked Bellator to keep active, and they've done really well for you. But it's been, since your last fight? It would be 5 months since your last fight. Well, last time I spoke to you, you fought 3 times in 5 months.
Yeah.
So how does it feel having a little bit of a break? Was it planned, or was this just the way it felt?
Just the way it felt. I was meant to fight that Dublin card, you know. I was meant to fight Will Fury, but he didn't want that fight. You know, he said he wanted it. Everyone said they wanted it, and they say on social media they want it, and then it get put on the table and they don't take it. So I was meant to fight in September. Yeah, September, but that fight never came through.
Didn't he go and fight Didn't Fleury fight on the Grand Prix? No, I'm thinking of someone else.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so what? You were supposed to fight Fleury in Ireland, and he fought someone else in the end. So what happened there?
Yeah, he fought someone else. It just the same. Our name got mentioned. Our name didn't mention. Obviously, he was like a good little amateur coming up, and he's pro and stuff like that. And I was meant to fight, and he just decided to take a different fight, and it got battered anyways. So he should have took a fight with me. It'd have been a bigger fight for him, and get battered anyways. But yeah, it feels long for me because like I say, I had 3 fights in 5 months. But like, if you know me, I'm in the gym always. I'm always in the gym, so I've been developing. I've been like creating my skills, getting better at them. So it's probably good for me because now in London, I get a chance to show that, to show my improvements. You know.
That's it. And from your last fight as well, without giving too much away, it was a bit of a last minute replacement, that guy. And Coy, to be fair to him, he was a tough guy. To be fair, he took a lot of your shots, you know. And what have you taken away from your last fight leading into your next?
I'll just take away that I feel like all my fights that's gone the distance shouldn't have gone the distance because there was a lot of shots to put. These guys was there for me to put a lot of shots on them, you know. So that's what I've learned. That's why my outputs become more. I'm just being more aggressive. I watched the fight back, and I don't know if it's because of the opponent or whatever, but I was very calm.
Yeah, very calm.
I was too calm, and I'm always calm in my fights. You know, I'm always calm, which is good. But for that one, I was just like, this felt like a sparring session, and not even a dangerous sparring session. That felt like I was just coasting, you know. So I should have kicked up the gears, and I should just like went out there and just put it on him, and that's what I've learned from that one. Let's stop fucking around. Let's go out there and let's just start putting it on these guys because they're there for me to put it on them. So let's not fuck around. Let's be smart. Go out there and put a pace and put some big shots on them.
That's it. And I said, I'm sure if you're going to be doing it to anyone next, with all the history of Shipman and stuff, I'm sure you'd love to finish that fight.
Yeah, I've said it. I feel like it's gonna be a second round. I feel like he's saying he's gonna come out and push the pace, and put me in a bad place and blah 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 blah. But I always control the pace of a fight. Control the pace of a fight, so I'm gonna control that pace. And second round, when he realized he can't keep with the pace, and he start being a still target, because he likes to run, and likes to move around, but the second round, his legs always switch off. So I'm going to. That's when I'm gonna. That's when the shots are gonna start landing a lot more cleaner, and I can see it being a second round TKO.
So you think it's good? So your basically your main game plan. This is obviously your cardio, because you can probably go 5, because you haven't had to do it as much, but quite happily go 5 rounds at that pace.
Oh yeah, we do. Like we do 5 rounds on ya. You know what I mean? So and the training, my training is crazy. You know what I mean? Like I'm a guy that I train all the time. Fucking I'll be awake at 5 in the morning. I run at 12:30 at night. I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like mentally, I'm just tuned in. So for me to go that pace is nothing. You know, but in his head, he just like in his head again. What's been drilling into his head is come out and put a pace on him. But I've seen him in fights and he gets tired. So I can't wait. I can't wait till the penny drops.
No, it's going to be interesting. It's a fight that a lot of us have wanted to see for a long time. You know, we know from back in the Bama days and things like that, and it's finally going to happen. And you know, I personally can't wait for it. And we spoke last time, you know, starting getting your main cards. Well, you're on the co-main event now, but when's it going to be that main event, man? We always talk about this every time we talk, don't we? You deserve it.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping for them to make this fight as a as a main event in Birmingham, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think after this fight, Bellator will see, and the next year plan for the Europe, they'll have me as main event for a couple fights.
That's it. And do you want to get yourself over? Do you want to start getting yourself abroad and fighting over there in the States and things like that?
I don't really mind, you know. I don't really mind at the moment. I don't really mind just doing what I'm doing in England, you know.
Yeah,
build up the fan base in the UK, and then later next year look to move towards the American market.
Yeah, man, you're a big name though. Like I've spoken to some of these American guys in Bellator, and they mention your name, not as in like calling you out, but you know, we talk about up and coming fighters, and they say, well, you're not really an up and coming fighter. You're a very established Bellator fighter now. You know, so they're noticing you. They're noticing people like yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and,
that's good.
It's going to be. I'm not saying, and people might say, oh, it's because of, you know, you've got your brother in the UFC, and I don't think it's that at all. I think your performances I think you are owning Bellator at the moment, myself personally, in that division.
Yeah.
You know, if people talk about that division, they talk about, you know, yourself and people like that. So that must be a great confidence booster for yourself, just to know, like, in the Bellator world, you're a big name, even if you don't know it, man.
Yeah, it feels good that it feels good when the hard work is paying off bit by bit, you know. So it's good that people recognize. I go to these shows, people recognize me, blah blah blah. But for me personally, I just take it with a little pinch of salt, because there's, like, in my head, there's so much more to be achieved. So I'm enjoying the journey, you know.
Yeah, man. No, every time we speak to you, you're always chilled, you're always happy with everything, you know. You wouldn't even think you were fighting, you know. It's just like you're there for a few beers and a chill, you know.
I have to give myself a fucking smack sometimes. Say, listen, you're fighting soon, like, what are you doing and that? Because I'm just relaxed, you know. Even when I'm in London next week, I'm gonna be at Cage Warriors on Friday, cornering my teammate, you know. So it's like I'm chill, man. I don't stress over fighting too much. You know, I don't let it get into my. I don't focus on it so much, because I know my fight. I know I've trained hard. I know I've done everything correctly.
Yeah.
So when it comes to fight night, I'm just chill, because I don't need to stress. I don't need to think, oh fucking hell, I haven't ran, I haven't sparred enough, I haven't trained enough.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I'm so chill, because I know my preparation has been spot on.
Yeah, and it always shows as well when you fight, even if you do have a last-minute replacement come in and things like that. But you know, you said you're at who are you cornering the day at Cage Warriors on the 22nd?
I'm cornering Nathias. He's fighting for the middleweight.
He's fighting Webb again, isn't he, for the second time?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, that's going to be interesting. I spoke to him after that fight, man. He is fired up, man, for that.
Yeah,
I bet you can't wait for that.
That's going to be very interesting, that is.
Yeah, man, especially when James, I've seen that James Webb and some people are starting to call out UFC fighters already, for the win. So
Yeah.
they're getting too confident already, man. But do you think, though, even if you're at Cage Warriors the night before, just watching those fights, is that going to make you think, God, I just want to get in there now? I want to be in there. Is that almost a way of preparing yourself as well by being at a fight?
Yeah, because like I said, when you go to these shows and you watch, you always feel like, get me in there.
Yeah.
So knowing that I'm gonna be in there the day after, that's gonna just fill me with excitement. It's gonna fill me with excitement. So, and then the day after, I get a chance to go there and perform. That's why I say to people, man, I enjoy performing. I enjoy fight week because before you know it, fight week's done, and it's like, oh, it's like a massive. I don't know. It's weird. It's cause like you spend the last 10 weeks, 8 weeks preparing for a fight. You got this routine.
Yeah.
And after you fight, you're just like, what should I do now? So I make sure I enjoy fight week. I enjoy fight week. I enjoy my fight. Afterwards, I just enjoy everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next Friday. That's gonna get me pumped. I'm ready for my fight the night after.
Yeah, man, that's it. You can be like, I want to get in there, and you'll know full well you'll be in there in 24 hours, mate, and not too far away from where you're going to be anyway. So that'd be nice, mate. It'd be nice. And if obviously when Natty wins the belt, would he be joining you in London as well?
Yeah, Nat would be coming to watch. He'd be staying down and watching. So we've got a decent amount of people coming down from the gym. It's crazy for me because I got people buying tickets off me. And the majority of people I brought tickets, they haven't even been from Birmingham. There've been people from Glasgow, Wales. There's people from everywhere. It's crazy. It's crazy. How many people want to see this fight? And I'm shocked I'm shocked. Like the support that I'm getting. So I'm looking forward to like putting a show on.
As I said, people talk about you, mate. They do. You're that fight, right? Where it's a good fight, but people avoid it like the plague. You know what I mean? They avoid it because they know, like, oh yeah, it's Fabian. He's like, yeah, fine. He's had a few for some wins in Bellator. It'll be good for me to fight an undefeated guy. But they all want to avoid you. They might not admit it. You're not an easy fight.
That's the thing, man.
It's a dangerous fight.
That is the thing. So I just can't wait for next week. Even talking about it now, I'm just like,
let's
go, man.
And sitting there watching UFC Fight Pass as well. Hyping yourself up more.
I'm just watching and thinking, I can't wait to just perform. Like, that's what it's about, man. Performing. That's what I live for.
That's it. And you're talking about, in your final week, you like to enjoy fight week and stuff. What do you do differently in like your lead up to the fight? Like, say from now till your fight, what's the plan? Like, do you just relax a bit? Try not to train too hard or anything like that?
Yeah. So today was my last hard session. I got sparring sprints, and then later tonight I got a 8K run, and then that's like my last hard day. And then I like to I'm going down on the Tuesday, I think it is. So on the Sunday I'll have some family time with the kids. Monday I'll have some family time, but I train. I only tend to train once per day, but it'll be like a 2-hour session.
Yeah.
Up until Wednesday, I probably have a 2-hour session per day, and then on Thursday night, I'll have a light workout just to do a bit of water weight, get ready for the weigh-in on Friday morning. So on fight week, I just like to relax, train, go through the fight plan, go through different scenarios, and I just stay relaxed and just get the rest of the weight off me.
That's it, mate. That's it. And you don't have to say it. You don't have to be nice now. I'll ask you a question. You can tell me if you hate it. But do you enjoy all the media stuff leading up to it as well? Because a lot of people don't like that sort of thing because, I understand you're preparing for your fight, you're cutting weight, you might not be in the best mood. But I see you're always quite open to chat to people, especially myself. And is it something you enjoy doing as well?
Yeah, I enjoy it because when I got into the fight and I realized what the fight game was, like, it's something you have to do, and it's something you have to do. And it's growing on me. I like it. I like going at it. It makes me feel like, okay, this is fight week now. It puts me in that mind frame. So yeah, I enjoy talking to people and expressing myself.
No, mate, and it's good. And as I said, by doing this as well, even though your name's out there, it gets out there even more, you know. And that's where more and more people hear about you. They hear what you got to say, and they're like, Jesus, man, this guy's serious, you know. So
Yeah, that's what it's about. It's about, for me personally, when I do these interviews, it's about just letting people know who I am. You know what I mean? I'm not really, if you ask me, I just say how it is, you know. So
exactly, you're Fabian Edwards. You're not Leon Edwards' brother. You have your own name, you know. You have your own legacy, and that's what people need to understand. Yeah.
yeah, so that's why I like showing in the interview. I'm not gonna, if I want to say something, I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna all pussyfoot around or anything like that, you know. So I like doing the media and just expressing myself.
Yeah, man. Well, I actually always appreciate you taking the time, mate. You're always present to do so, even at the pre-press conferences when we've seen you, at the post-press after you've had your fights and you're exhausted. You still have, well, I say exhausted, you can probably go more rounds, but you're quite happy to talk to us all. So, mate, I always really appreciate it. You know, you always stop and say hello, and you know, for us, like, we couldn't ask for anything more. So again, really appreciate it, mate. And obviously appreciate you coming on this morning, mate. You know, it's nice and early. You've probably got training to do or family time. So, no, mate, we really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it as well. You know, I appreciate taking the time out to reach out. So it's all love on my side as well.
That's it, mate. And I want to make sure our UK fighters get the exposure they deserve, you know, as well.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing, you know. The UK are coming, you know. The UK coming to America. It's no longer the Americans who are the champions. We're going to start seeing a lot more UK champions now.
Yeah, that is true. I've been saying next year I look forward to bringing that belt on UK soil, and so does my brother. So yeah,
that's it, mate.
It's gonna be good.
And you've had a lot of belts in your gym, you know. Yannick in South Africa, what's that? I always forget what it's called. EFC, isn't it?
Yeah, EFC.
Yeah, he's winning titles there. You've got Natty now at Cage Warriors looking to win a title. Jai's got the title, you know, and Leon's not far away from it, and you're not far away from it yourself. So, man, you're going to have to make some room on that wall, right, in the gym.
Yeah, you have to make some room on the wall, you know what I mean? But, yeah, it's good. Once you get those 2 world titles from the 2 biggest organizations in the world, I think that's when people are going to start flocking to Birmingham to train with us, you know?
Yeah, mate, you're going to have people from America, like they want to go to American Top Team or, you know, AKA, all these places, yeah, but they say, actually, no, we need to go to Renegade in England.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be next year.
How quality would that be if you got some, like, high-end, like, fighters from the States, you know, from the UFC or whatever, coming over and saying, oh, Fabian, can we do our stand-up with you or our wrestling with you? And that must be amazing.
Yeah, it'd be good, but I can definitely see that happening, you know. If people are starting to realize, you know, the talent. Even Woodley was saying the other day about my brother. He's like, people might not know him as much, but he's a top talent. You know what I mean? He's dangerous.
Oh, he's
good
elite,
everywhere.
Man.
So
yeah,
people are recognizing already.
That's it, mate. That's it. And I hate to say it. I hope he's not listening, because I like to stay neutral. But I think I think your brothers actually will be the one to stop Masvidal as well. Disregard all their beef they've had in the past. Do you know what I mean? I think that would be the fight to make. But hey, Masvidal wants to fight Nick Diaz now, so whatever. You know. Yeah.
You have to see what the UFC decide to do. You know, that's the fight that makes sense. You know, but
yeah,
I know Masvidal. He does not want that work. He can say whatever he wants, and yeah, he knocks a few people out and stuff like that. But you have to look at it as people forget, like, that 2 fights ago we've done like a 2-fight losing streak or whatever. Exactly. You know, so when you're fighting a guy like my brother, you're not just going in there thinking, you know what, all I'm getting ready for is a stand-up. The last few guys he's fought, he's only had to worry about, like, kind of one thing. You know what I mean? With Till striking, with Askam takedown, and with Nate, you just pretty much, Nate won't really take it on that much. It's just about the cardio and stuff like that. So
yeah,
he hasn't really fought a guy with, like, shit wrestling, striking, good cardio, tough. He hasn't really fought a guy like that in the last couple of fights. So
no. And,
you know,
and a win like that definitely just puts your name on the map, especially with the popularity Masvidal's got at the moment, you know?
Yeah, definitely. But I just don't think the UFC will want to make that fight, or I don't think him himself will would take that fight, would try any excuse to say no.
No, well, the thing is, though, when you say someone like Nate Diaz, they're chucking millions of dollars at you, aren't they? It's the money game up there sometimes, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, that's the thing.
But that's the difference between these guys and yourself. You know, yourself, still young, up and coming, you know what I mean? You want to fight as many people as you can. You know, it's not about the money. Obviously, you want to earn good money, but at the moment, you want to just make sure your career keeps moving forward. So in 3 or 4 years' time, you don't have to worry about money. You know?
Yeah, that is the thing, you know. Like, I say to people, like, people say money this and money that, but really and truly for me, it's just about the competition, you know.
Yeah.
It's about the competition. I'm not really think. I just want to fight the guy I just want to fight the guy who everyone thinks this is the guy to beat me, you know. So I'm just fighting. I'm just fighting for the love of it. I'm not really fighting thinking I can't wait to get paid. Like, the money never goes through my mind until afterwards. After I get paid, I'm like, oh, that's nice. But in the build up, I never think that, you know.
Exactly. You're not thinking, oh, if I lose, I'll still get paid. If I win, that's the mentality some people have, and it's just not. It's not the right way about it.
Oh yeah, it's not a good mentality.
No.
It's not. You don't be in this game. Like, honestly, if I was getting up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I'm getting money, it'd be a bit harder for me. I personally think, you know, I'm doing all like 5-6 sessions a day. If you're just thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna get paid in a minute, I'm gonna get paid in 5 weeks. Let's just get up and run or whatever. I don't know. Like, I couldn't really do it. My motivation is greater than that. You know, it's good to get it, and I love it. But that comes all afterwards.
Yeah, man. It will come with success, as you're finding out. You know, have your fight and then spend your money afterwards.
That's the thing people forget. Like, regardless, money, success, it all comes. Just keep working hard. I say to the young guys coming up, all you have to do, don't focus on money though. That it will all come. You keep winning, you keep doing what you're doing, promoting yourself, doing this, doing that. Everything falls into place, and that's what I felt like it's done for me, because, you know, I've fought for amateur for a couple of years. I just stayed the course and kept my hard work up, and everything's falling into place for me.
No, that's it, and you can see it with the young talent coming through as well. As I said with Mo earlier, Mo Zubair, you know, you just so the talent through him. He's like a little mini you, to be fair. I can see him doing a lot of the things you've done as well. Anyway, man, what I'll do is I can see you, I can hear you about to sit down and have something to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some scanning me.
That's cool, man. I won't keep you for any longer, man. Just before we go, obviously, people know where they can see your fight. They know where they can buy tickets from. Just a quick shout out, mate, to any of you, you know, people who help you get to where you are today, mate.
Yeah, I'd just like to say a massive shout out to my gym, Renegade Jiu-Jitsu. They've helped me get prepared for this fight, and many others. I'd like to say shout out to my Thai boxing coach, Henry, down at Core Fit, Ashbeg. I've been doing my boxing with him for this camp. Johnny Velocity, he's got me in the best condition I've been in. You know, he's a top strength conditioning coach. So I'd like to shout out to all those guys and all my training partners. Everyone's played a massive part in it. So next week I finally get a chance to go out there and show all the hard work that we've been doing.
That's it, mate, and I can't wait to see how the story continues for you, mate. Early next year, yeah? Nice quick finish, then you'll probably be ready for January, December, February. All good?
Yeah, February. That is it. February I'm ready for.
Nice one, mate. Well, I'll let you get on with your food, mate, but I really appreciate you taking the time to have a chat today, as I've already said, and look forward to catching up with you in the press room, mate, next week.
Alright, thank you. I'll catch you next week anyways. Thanks for having me.
No worries, mate. Anytime. Thank you for coming back on, and I will see you next week, mate.
Alright, see you next week.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you've liked this podcast, be sure to subscribe on iTunes. We're live every Sunday at 8:30pm talking MMA. Go to facebook.com/martial arts chat, give us a like there, and follow us on Twitter at martial arts chat.
Change your heart.